Hey babes, this is going to be a talk through in-depth underpainting makeup tutorial. I am doing this for my girlie who is scared of trying out this approach, and I genuinely hope this help you. So before you incorporate this approach, you need to know that your choice of product should be in liquid or cream. Reason is you don't blend out almost immediately because you need time to place all the products on your face first, and if you use a product that dries fast, by the time you're done placing the product on your face, it would have dried out. So another thing you need to also know is you need to have different blending tools. It could be sponges or brushes. This will ensure that you have a neat finishing and the different color placement does not get mixed up or messed up. Also, skincare application is key, babes. In fact, you want to use more hydrating products than usual because that is what will help blend out the product placement nicely, and will also give it a slippery effect, and it will also help your brush to move around your face freely while blending. So after my skincare products, I went ahead to color correct. So that color correcting part is for those of you that have blemishes and you still want to try out this approach. First of all, you go ahead and color correct your skin, your blemishes first. Then you start sculpting. So you place the sculpting product exactly how you would place it if you're doing it the other way around. That's the traditional way. So let's pretend that we have foundation on our face. The usual way we go with our foundation first before we start sculpting. So if you want to use this approach, pretend as if you have a foundation on your face first, then you start placing the sculpting product. That's the contouring, the highlighting, the blush, and all that. Okay. And in some videos I have seen some creators say you go 2-3 shades darker than usual, but I will tell you that you go according to how intense you want it. If you want it really obvious and chiseled, then you go 2-3 shades darker or lighter. And if you want a soft glam type of results, I will advise you go 1 shade or 1.5 shade lighter or darker. So when it comes to the placement, get a blending tools and you start blending like I'm doing here. After I placed all the sculpting products, so I went ahead to start blending them out. If you noticed, you will see that I am using different brushes to blend different placement out. I am not mixing the brushes. I have a different brush for the contour side. I also have a different brush for the bronzer side, and also a different brush to blend out the blush side. And also I'm using a smaller brush to blend out the nose area. Okay, this is what will help you to work diligently and not overwhelmed. Okay, if you start using one particular tool to blend out everything, they will all get messed up and it might make you get overwhelmed. So using different brushes for different placement will actually help you, and it will make you have a feel of you are getting somewhere. Then the next thing is I went ahead to my under eyes and I placed the first concealer I placed down is closer to my skin, and this one I am using it to conceal my under eyes. You know how you would want to use a concealer that is closer to your under eyes to first of all create a flawless and a smooth canvas. That is what I am doing. Then I went ahead to use a lighter shade of concealer to brighten my under eyes. So when I was done with that, I went ahead with a different brush entirely to blend out the part that I highlighted. So like in total, I think I have used 4 to 5 brushes. Okay, so once I am done with that, I am not going to blend the placement out completely. When you apply your foundation first, then you are going with your sculpting and all of that, you want to make sure you blend out everything well so it doesn't look like there's line between the sculpting product and the foundation you apply. But with this underpainting, it's totally different. When you place those color down, instead of blending them out completely, you blend them according to where they are placed, but you are not necessarily making them disappear, because what will blend them into each other is the foundation you are going to be applying on top of it, which is what I am doing now. So when the foundation comes in, you are using a light foundation. If you use a full coverage foundation, it is going to defeat the whole purpose of what you are trying to achieve. So using a light foundation is very, very important. You can use a brush or you can use a sponge, but in this video I am using a beauty sponge because I feel this is what a lot of people like to use when it comes to applying their foundation. So as I'm placing that, I'm placing it lightly. I am not adding pressure. When you add pressure, you also defeat your purpose. Don't forget that what you're supposed to apply on top of your foundation is underneath your foundation. So when you are applying your foundation, go in lightly, almost to the point that you are not even really feeling the push on your skin, and be using a dabbing motion gently. As you're doing that, your foundation will correct any lines that your placement has. Okay, so I'm showing you from one side I've blended to the other side I have not blended, just so you see what your foundation is doing. Your foundation serves as a merger, like it is merging all the things you place down. It is merging them all together to make them look one, and also make it look like your face has a natural sculpt, and it gives a really nice soft glam finishing. So what I'm doing now is I set my face with a powder, and this is what I have. So if you're somebody that you're looking at having a soft glam look, just setting your whole face with a powder without going back to add contour powder, bronzer and all that, this is fine. It's going to give you that, you know, your skin is looking a lot better. But you get what I mean? So, and that is what it is, and I went ahead to use powder under my eye. So for those of you that like to go ahead and use powder to enhance it, maybe you want your cheekbone to come out more, you want to enhance the contour, the bronzer, the blush, that is why I'm doing this on this side. And you can see how the part that I use with powder, that I went ahead to use powder to enhance what I placed down. You see how it's looking from the side. I did not. So you can choose what works for you. So I hope this helped you, and I hope with this tutorial you are able to perfect. Watch this tutorial 2 or 3 times. I believe you'll be able to perfect how to do underpainting.